What was your interactions with Vince like once you were an employee?
Well, I figured since I walked up to him to get my job at that convention, he and I had a rapport now, so I could talk to him anytime. And I did. And I did. I would always ask to see him. And at first, he was very accommodating. And, I would go in and sit with him at TVs in his office and talk to him about things. And until things went a different direction and they started using me to put over new heels that came in. And I just felt like I didn't get the opportunity I thought I should have gotten, and I started to get pissed off and aggravated and agitated and started to complain. So then a lot of our conversations became me complaining. And of course, by that point, I had hurt my back. So I started taking painkillers. So I became erratic. I wasn't, my best. And he got tired of me. That's how it went down. He got tired of me, and I don't blame him. So, at first it was great, and we talked, and he was very, he showed me a lot of respect and stuff. But then, when I had to do some jobs, and at the time, I showed my boo boo lip about it. And then eventually, like I said, he got sick of me, and they ended up getting rid of me.
As far as contract, was it just a standard 150 bucks for 10 shots a
You
year? Is
got
that
it. That's what
wow?
pretty much everybody was getting then. There was no guarantee contracts really. Um, and there was basically a small group of guys that were making good money that were on all the pay-per-views and stuff. It was like some of the Click guys, your Undertaker, the Bret Harts, and Yokozuna. Those guys were on. They had positions in all the big shows where they could make money. They were on the best live tours, and the rest of us were kind of fending for ourselves on whatever crumbs were left at that time. Even Austin came in on that contract deal, that same deal. It was just like, but it was a chance to work there, man. And if that's the way we saw it.
Yeah, of
I
course.
I just knew I was like, this is my shot. So I took it. I was glad to. But yeah, they signed a lot of guys on that bullshit. 10 shots, 150 a match deal. And you went through that pretty quick, but things were slim, man. Money was tight in those days. Vince was going through that steroid scandal and all that stuff, and that just kind of added to it. So we were kind of making our way on the road, trying to save money wherever we could. A lot of us. So that's just kind of how it went down.
So you didn't work, you didn't get paid.
No, if you didn't work, you
Wow.
didn't get paid. And there was other thing like you didn't want to get hurt, like serious. If you got hurt and you had to go off the road, you weren't getting paid. There was nothing set up for that. It wasn't a public company then. It was just the big McMahon's company, and that's the way he ran things. So you know, um, a lot of guys would get hurt and they would end up taking painkillers and stuff to stay on the road because you didn't want to take yourself off the road, or as Macho Man would say, if you took yourself out of the game, it was really hard to get back in. So that's just kind of how we did it in those days. It was Austin always called it the Wild West days, and that's a very good description, man. We were just winging it, doing the best we could, and that's what we did.